Ted Cruz is not the dumbest person in the United States Senate. In my book, that title still belongs to Florida Republican Senator Marco Rubio. But Ted Cruz might, just might, be one of the dumbest Republicans on social media. Now, here's what Ted Cruz loves to do on social media. He loves to go out there, spout out these random talking points every now and then, short, sweet, to the point, so that his followers can understand them. You know, no big words, doesn't want to confuse anybody. And of course, he loves to try to make jokes, try to get some zingers in, because, man, he is hated by just about everybody, from Democratic politicians to Hollywood celebrities. Nobody seems to like Ted Cruz, and he really thinks that he is out there being a Twitter warrior, but in fact, he's just embarrassing himself and his family on a daily basis. The latest embarrassment came this weekend when he tweeted out a clip of himself saying the same thing that he said in the tweet, and the tweet was this: Dr. Fauci is a political player who says what is politically convenient at the moment. Dr. Anthony Fauci is a political player. Which, of course, we all know, like, you know, when we all voted for Fauci last election, right? Because he's a politician? No. Nope, that's not a thing. Anthony Fauci is, in fact, not a political player. In fact, he's the exact opposite of a political player, Ted. Fauci has worked under Republicans. He has worked under Democrats. Didn't have a problem with anybody until Donald Trump came along and he disagreed with him. Then, oh my God, suddenly Fauci became public enemy number one for Republicans. Of course, the other flip side is equally disgusting, where you have Democrats, out there acting like Fauci's some kind of savior. Guys, he's not a saint. He's not a sinner. He's just a dude trying to do his job. Sometimes he gets it right. Sometimes he gets it wrong. But at the end of the day, I feel like he's got everybody's best intentions at heart. He's not trying to start fights. He's not trying to be political. He's just trying to navigate the country through a damn pandemic, so stop holding him up as a hero and stop trying to claim that he is a villain in this situation. But Republicans have already found a good niche for themselves, trying to blame Fauci for everything, and that's what Ted Cruz is doing here. A little late to the party, sure. I mean, hell, you've got Ron DeSantis over here in Florida selling "Don't Fauci My Florida" gear. As Florida, of course, is the worst state in the country with COVID numbers, so sure, that makes total sense. But Ted Cruz's statement was absolutely idiotic, had no basis in reality, but he said it because he is trying to piggyback off of the Republican talking point that Fauci is bad, Fauci is enemy, Fauci must be destroyed. They have no reason for it, though, folks. If you attempt to listen to any of the justification that these idiots throw out as to why they hate Fauci, none of it makes any sense. None of it's been accurate, but they need a boogeyman, and Fauci's become the new boogeyman, right? They can't look introspectively. They can't say like, well, Donald Trump had some faults. Nope, can't do that. So all the blame on everything goes to Dr. Anthony Fauci. He is essentially their whipping boy. We're going to blame him on everything. We're going to punish him, and the real bad guys get to go live to fight another day. That's what's happening here, and that's why statements like this from Ted Cruz piss me off. I am no Fauci fanboy by any stretch of the imagination. I do not think we should hoist him upon our shoulders and make golden shrines of him. But I do think he's doing a pretty decent job, and I'm glad he's doing the job that he's doing. But Republicans, man, they just gotta have somebody to hate. And unfortunately for Fauci, it's his turn to be the one that everybody hates on the right. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel for fresh content 7 days a week.